Hi guys and welcome to Let's Talk Movies. Today we're going to talk about Wandavision. Here we go. This is a Disney Plus series and it's basically set on the cinematic universe about Wanda and Vision living in this sitcom universe, and everything is not what it seems. So my review on this is that number one, episode one. Episode one is amazing. I think the whole aesthetic, the whole sitcom universe, the whole sitcom is absolutely stunning. To the story, to Paul Bettany is amazing. I mean, that he's one of the best parts, and also Wanda as well. You know, you get to see something a little bit different from Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany's Wanda and Vision. Especially, actually, the most amazing part of episode one is that actually behind the scenes of this with Disney, that they actually got Dick Van Dyke to actually produce and help with the episode. And that's stunning because obviously it's all to do with that sort of time is the Dick Van Dyke show. So the first episode is more like that. So and yeah, number two is more based and set on the sitcoms like Bewitched, which is one of them I absolutely love because I watched some of the episodes and it's like so key and so amazing, especially to the cartoon part at the very beginning, and the whole situation with Wanda trying to be looking quite normal, but at the same time that they can use magic and they do this magic show. I thought that's really cool, and some of the bits as well that obviously bringing some of what's going on probably outside is stunning, especially with some of the bits in the middle of the episode. Really cool. Number three, episode three, really I think this is like the first time you ever kind of see like a new era, and it goes into more colour this time around, and the colour that they decide to do is really fitting with the era that they have chose to do, and I think as well that the whole episode you get to experience a lot more with what's actually probably going behind the scenes. And you get to understand who's the individual characters and who might be or who would be someone that's probably in our universe trying to come in. And that to me was more cool. And you get to experience as well that there's kids involved, and there's babies and things like pregnancy and everything else, and things like normal feelings are starting to hit Wanda. And things are starting to get a lot more crazier. And episode 4, bloody amazing. First cinematic universe that you ever get from Marvel, and it is pretty much, even though we haven't had anything for a year, this is stunning. This is the best episode to kind of go into. I love the sitcom universes. I love the sitcom episodes. I heard there's a lot of bad things about from other reviews. I loved the first 3 episodes, but number 4 really excels, and it shows what's actually going on presently behind all of this sitcom universe. And it's really good how they kind of did all the and it's really cool because we get to see it on Disney Plus. You don't ever it wasn't something that you see in the cinema, even though it would be quite cool to see in the cinema, by the way, but it was something cinematic on your phone. I was like, yeah, I'm in for this. Kevin Feige, you're amazing. That's it. And episode 5, I'm not going to be kind of spoilerish, but episode 5 really then does excel on 1, 2 and 3, but 4 as a separate side. But episode 5 is something different, and it's both best of both worlds. It's a sitcom and what's going on now. And literally, you get to find out that, not to find out, but you get to experience that this is all to do with Wanda, and this is something that's hits an emotional chord with her. So, and you get to see other things happen and crazy things, and I'll try not to be spoilerish, but Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany does an amazing job as Wanda and Vision in this. This is the first time ever you get to see them fully expand their characters, expand their acting a lot more, especially a lot more after watching like Civil War and everything else. And there is actually a series on Disney Plus if you don't understand what's going on before and you don't want to watch all the films. There is 2 episodes, one about Wanda, one about Vision, where about before all of this to make sense. I love all the characters, all the side characters, all the normal universe characters, all this normal stuff. Especially with all the agents, you know, you've got Monica Rambeau, really interesting character to learn. You've got Chew, who's yet again from Ant-Man, who I think, you know, really plays off the 3 characters. And you have another character from Thor as well. She does all that sort of the scientific stuff that we kind of like watching. Really, really cool characters, really interesting. So far, so good. So yeah, that's pretty much my review on this. If you don't want to listen to my theory, then if you want to watch it, then come back. That's really good. That's really cool. We're now at 6:50, 7 minutes, I think. So anyway, my theory about this is that it's not to do with Wanda, basically. So put this in key mind frame is that basically she's lost her brother, which is Pietro. She's also lost Vision as well, which is basically 2 of the main reasons why she is up against Thanos and she's up against Ultron, is because of her previous the deaths of all that. And yeah, so she's going to be emotional and really dragged upon this feeling that the 2 people that she loves have really gone literally upset, really gone, and literally she gets upset through that. But one of my really interesting ones is she's also mourning of the she probably is mourning as well about Tony Stark, who created Vision, by the way. So in Avengers Infinity War, Vision dies whilst because Thanos takes the Soul Stone out of his head and Vision dies. She then gets clicked out of it, she gets wiped out of existence through this blip. She then gets brought back, really emotionally charged, and goes for Thanos and really wants to get rid of him. And then at the very end of Endgame, Tony Stark dies. So if Tony Stark was still alive, and this is probably something that we could all experience in probably What If Tony Stark didn't die, she would have probably gone back to Tony Stark and said, can you recreate or bring back Vision in some way of some form? And that's probably one of the things that she was probably thinking about after Vision's death, is that he could probably be brought back by Tony Stark. But now that chance has been wiped out because he dies in Endgame. So yeah, that's one of my first bits. Is now is she's going to find out. She's going to probably want to go to someone bigger, someone better, someone bigger, not better, but bigger. And that is when she tries to make deals with Mephisto. And Mephisto is giving her a little bit more, a little bit like a Once Upon a Time, if you haven't watched it, where people make deals with Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin's a bad character, but he has to go with the but sort of thing. You get what you want, but I want to get what I want, sort of thing. And that's how we end up in the sitcom universe, is that we think, I basically have a theory that Mephisto is said, if anyone intervenes with you and Vision, if anyone intervenes or tries to get in and out or tries to disrupt this, then there's going to be consequences. And obviously there probably might be as well a little bit of a side deal, which we probably understand that probably might be to do with the kids. It might be something different, but maybe that Mephisto does take the kids. And as well, amongst all of this sort of uncharted story that we don't know yet, Agnes is somehow involved. Agatha, the Agatha witch is, or Agnes as we see in the sitcom, is involved with all of this. And that's my sort of theory, is that between then and now. But I also as well think that this series is not going to explain Thanos yet. No, not Thanos. Explain Mephisto yet, because that's something to do in the next future of Marvel. We're going to experience in the series that something that she's now going to have to be brought back down her emotional levels to sort of come back to where she is, or where she was at, which is her superhero side, and I think her superhero side, and to stop this thing from happening. And that's where I generally think that's how this series is going to go, is that it's going to be something for Wanda. So yeah, even through that confusion, I hope that you guys love this like this video. If you do, give us a like, subscribe /follow if you're on Instagram. If you are on the YouTube side and you are watching this, please, if you like this video, go to my Instagram. It's Let's Talk Movies 101, and yeah, here we go. See you guys soon. If you think about WandaVision, what do you think? Comment down below. Bye.